guys, it's Sohaila Dixie with the Countdown to Your Best Body. I have some friends here with me today to do the countdown that's on page 97 in your book. It's for day 31, and it's the second Take 10 that's in your book. It's 10 one-minute exercises, and we'll do a quick break in between. This is Jennifer. She's going to be doing this with us, and then her Tom and Karen, our husband and wife team, and so they'll be here with us. They've all done the countdown and maintained their weight loss and done great. So we're really proud of them, and they're great examples for you guys today. So you ready? Yes. Everybody ready? Okay, we're going to do the Take 10 on page 97. Here we go. Minute 1 is holding the plank on your hands instead of your forearms. And then you'll need a plate for this set. Ready? Bring your knee to the opposite angle. Here we go. Bringing it toward your elbow. And you can do this fast or slow depending on how warm you are. If it really bothers your wrist, you need to really draw in on your core, pressing your navel to your spine so that you make sure you're supporting your back. If you're new, you only be able to do about 10 or 20 seconds of this. Then you take a break, get some water real quick if you need to, and jump back in. And then as long as you can make it until the minute gives, then we'll go to the next minute. Are you guys feeling this at all? You're at the halfway point. You're doing great. You should feel some good warmth going through your body. If it's bothering your wrist, you can take a break and then come back to it. But remember, your core needs to lift up and press your navel to your spine so that all your weight isn't dumping into your wrist. Okay, guys, we have just about 5 seconds left. Are you pretty warm? Awesome. Okay, moving to minute 2. So go ahead and put your mat behind you. And if you do this set with us, you will need a mat and some plates. That's really all you need. And maybe a chair for our tricep dips or the bottom step on your stairway at home. Are you ready? Okay, minute 2 is curtsy lunges, and I'm going to lead you in this. You're going to slide back, come up, stay with me on this, slide back, come up. Now here's our tempo. Slide back, and up. If you're new, you'll need to go slower, and you can do this without the plate. If you want a little intensity, you can reach up. You decide. Stay with me. All right, very good. We're 20 seconds in. How's it going?
Good.
Okay, if you feel too slippery on your kitchen floor or wherever you are, feel free to slow it down. And you can also use gliding discs. They have a variety of different options online or in fitness stores that you can buy. But paper plates are so simple and inexpensive, and then you can just dispose of them or save them for next time when you're done. It's a good way to find out if your kitchen floor needs to be mopped. As well as we've all learned, really plant that heel before you put the other leg back so that you don't slip. Okay, how we doing?
Good.
We're almost to the minute. You guys have about 3 seconds left. Fabulous. Okay, the third minute does not require the discs, so you can put them out of the way. We're going to do 30 seconds of push-ups and 30 seconds of tricep dips. Here we go. We're going to start with the push-ups. You can use your mat if you like or not. Down and up. Now, if you're new to push-ups, you can use your knees. And if you can only do 2 push-ups, hey, everybody's got to start somewhere. And you take a break and join us back in as soon as you can, trying to add up to as many as you can when you get to that minute. Okay, now these folks have already done a round of these, so they might be getting kind of tired. But you want to bring your nose toward the floor. If you only dip your head a little bit, that's not really working your chest and back. Okay, that's 30 seconds. Up you go. Woo, that's a long time to do straight out push-ups. Right to your chair or the step on your stairway, whatever it is. 30 seconds starting now. You want to keep your bottom right against the chair or the step. You want to bend your elbows as deeply as you can. This is an advanced option with straight legs. Jennifer's showing us the other option with the knees bent. It's a little more simple. Remember, you don't want to slide your bottom way away from the step. Stay close to it. Dip those elbows deep. Now, in my opinion, this is the longest 30 seconds of the Take 10. What do y'all think? Are your triceps screaming just a little bit? All right, good time. There you go. You made it. You made it. Everybody should feel their heart rate going pretty strong. The next one, you're going to need your plates. So go ahead and grab them. This one feels a little cheesy for the non-dancers. Jennifer is our self-proclaimed non-dancer, so she may modify it. And you feel free to do that too. You ready? Here we go. Minute starts. We're going to twist. And you can start slow. You're going to push your arm in front of you, and you can do it quick if you like. If you want to increase the intensity, you can drop. Okay? If you want to have wild and crazy fun twist time, you can get all your kids with you on paper plates, your spouse, whatever it is, and have a big twist off. But make it fun. You're 20 seconds in. Now you see how Jennifer's really punching her arms out to make the most of the upper body workout? Think about your waist whittling away, okay? You're halfway there, and one thing you always want to check. Look at Tom's game face, I love this. Okay? You want to check and make sure you're at between 6.5 and 9 on a scale of 1 to 10. If you're not, then you better drop it a little bit lower. All right? Because our move it is between 6.5 and 9. We got 10 seconds left, guys. Is everybody between 6.5 and 9? Karen, you might could drop it a little bit, huh? Okay? Y'all are doing great. 2 more seconds. And that's time. Minute 3 is done. All right, moving to minute 4. You're going to use your plates. Oh, excuse me, minute 5. Use your plates, and we're going to do side shuffles. So we're going to kind of stagger, and we're going to go across the room now if you have a little space in your home or your hallway or whatever it is. Here we go. You ready? We're going to shuffle across the room. Go, go. You want to do this as quick as you can, and then come right back. Doing great, y'all. Make sure you're using your heels to touch the floor so that you don't slip. Okay? Keep going. Really push wide with those legs. Now, if you only have a little bit of space in your house or wherever you're doing these, you can just go back and forth. Make sure you use that heel. You're about halfway there, guys. All right, really pushing and moving. Let me get out of their way. Is everybody on 6.5 to 9 on a scale of 1 to 10? Awesome. You're almost to minute 5, so you're almost halfway through this take 10. Actually, you are in minute 5. I keep trying to say minute 4. You're there, you're there. All right, you have about 5 seconds left. So when you come back, we'll be moving into a scissor shuffle with your toes pointing forward. Okay, everyone back to your spots. Great job. Minute 6 is a scissor shuffle. You're going to go back and forth with your feet, toes pointing forward. Okay, if you don't have plates, go ahead and get started. Yep, if you don't have plates like I don't right now, you can do this with a lunge. Okay, you're going to have those runner's arms really pumping and make the most of it. Always when you're exercising for these short bursts, you want to make sure you're making it worth it, right? Now, what if this is all you can do? You're more than halfway through your 10 minutes and you're like, I'm dying here, I'm new to this. Then stop right here at about the halfway point, get your water, sip a few sips, and then jump back in. And you might only have 10 seconds before we move to the next minute. But again, that's still better than you were doing a few weeks ago, sitting on your couch, right? So we're all taking the next step forward. You have 20 seconds left. How you doing? Yep, if you lose contact with this plate, it happens. Just go ahead and get back on it. Y'all are doing great. Pump those arms. 10 more seconds. Woohoo! You're doing great, you're doing great. And if the plate's too frustrating, you can take your feet off of it and just do the lunges like I showed you. All right, minute 7. Woohoo! Great. Here we go. On this one, this is one of my favorites. Okay, this one makes me think of skinny jeans. Can I demonstrate it for you, Tom? You're gonna slide your knees out as wide and low as you can go. And you're gonna jump as you come in. So you're wide, then jump. Wide, then jump. Ready? Here we go. All right, let's all do it together, just because. Here we go. Slide in, slide out. And if you need to go to single leg options, that's a possibility. Down and up, down and up. Now, go as quick as you can on your own tempo comfortably. So they're all going to be at different paces, and that's how you're going to be too. And you're 20 seconds in, about a third way in. This is a long, hard minute too, but think about those skinny jeans, right? Makes them fit much more smoothly for those inner thighs. It almost feels a little bit like a jumping jack when you draw in. How you doing? Jennifer's showing us an option without plates. Make sure those toes stay nice and wide. Press into the heels as you come up. Working those inner thighs. Is anybody feeling it? Oh yes, they're getting a little bit shiny. I love it when you have that little glow, that little I'm getting it done glow. You got about 5 seconds left before we move to the next. How are we doing? We're about to start minute 8. Good. That's time. You don't need your discs for minute 8. We're going to show you a side view, so we're all going to face this way. You can do this with weights if you're more advanced. You're going to press your navel to your spine, and we're going to go down and up. Down and up. Press into your heel. You're going to go low enough to feel a tug in the back of the leg. That's your hamstring muscle. And then you're going to press in the heel to pull back up. Okay? Good. We're going to do 30 seconds for one side, and then we're going to switch to the other. Okay? You don't need to touch the floor. You can just come close to it. If you have weights, you'd have them in your hand. And this is a big muscle group, so you can handle pretty heavy weights, but you always need to know. Let me switch you first. Everybody switch legs. You need to know that this is an eccentric workout on the stretch of the hamstring will tear those tiny, teeny muscle fibers just a little bit in a healthy kind of way. But that means you're going to be more sore the next day or the day after. So don't do really big, heavy weights on your first time. You want to ease into that because you don't want to not be able to walk the next day, right? And I always tell my classes, don't kill yourself on purpose, because if you can't walk the next day and you can't even get your mail and you can't get out of the chair, then that's not good news, right? All right, guys, minute 9. Are you ready?
Yes.
This is one of the hardest. It's mountain climbers. You can do it. Let's grab those mats. If you have a mat at home, you'll need this, and you'll need your disc. Okay? Like I was saying earlier, if you can't even stand up, then you're not going to burn any calories the next day. So do pace yourself, especially on those first few times, okay? The most important thing in this is to keep your hips level. Time starts now, okay? To keep your hips level. Tighten that core as you draw your knees in, and don't dump your weight into your hands. When you get really tired, you'll feel yourself dumping your weight into your hands. You need to draw in into your core. This one is a long minute, okay? You can do it though. It's your last hard minute. Then you just have your abs, which are kind of tough too, but we won't talk about that right now, right? So if you're tempted to push your bottom way up, bring it back down and tighten those cores. How we doing, guys? Woo! Oh, I'm so jealous of them because they're working so hard and I'm just talking. But y'all are doing great. How we doing? You're way more than halfway there. You should feel your triceps running a little bit. If you need a break, take it. And a good break to take on this is sort of a downward dog position in yoga, like Karen just did. Karen, will you show us that again where you push up, let your hamstrings stretch a second. Take a break anytime you need to. But you only have 2 seconds left. Jennifer looks up to check the time. Time! Oh, you did it. That's one of the hardest ones. So go ahead and get your water real quick. And this is where you're bringing down your heart rate unless you're starting another round. If you're starting another round, you just go back on this video and start over to do your second take 10 with us. Ideally, we do 2 to 3 in a day to get that move it time in, which is about a half hour a day. You guys doing great?
Yeah.
All right, this last one is basic crunches. If your heart rate is really high right now, which it probably is, you don't want to go straight to the floor for the crunches too fast, okay? So get some water and do some rhythmic movement where you're just kind of moving around so you don't have blood pooling in your extremities. Okay, you ready? Let's do some basic crunches. Okay, Tom is going to show you an option where if he feels like his heart rate is too high, he doesn't want to go all the way down, okay? So he's going to hold up for a little bit until he feels like his heart rate's under control a little bit, and whenever he's ready, he'll join us for the crunches. Okay, look at Jennifer and Karen's form. They're doing such a great job. The important things about a crunch is that you exhale on the way up. So you can remember this is exhale on exertion. Another thing that's really important is that your chin is up. You don't want your chin to touch your chest, and you don't want to pull on your neck with your hands. In fact, if you find that you're tempted to pull on your neck, just remove your hands off your head for the moment and touch with maybe 1 or 2 fingers. Okay, they're doing great. You're more than halfway there, keeping the chin off the chest, exhaling on every lift. Okay, and there's options. If Jennifer wants to put her feet straight up or bent, she can lift and crunch that way. It gives a little variety. Or you can bend the knees. You're almost there. 5 seconds. All right, guys. Last second. You're done. Take a deep breath, but I do think if your heart rate's pumping pretty hard, it's not best to lay right out right now. So Jennifer's pretty conditioned. So her heart rate's probably not all that high right now, so she can lay out. But if you're new at this, don't lay out on the floor in the middle of a real intense moment. What I'd like you to do is go to the website on page 98. It's listed, and it's also on my website with just a quick click. If you want to go to the Tools for Success page, just click on the Mayo Clinic Stretching Guide. It's also listed out in your book if you want to type it in, and it gives you some great stretches to get ready for the rest of your day. So make sure you cool down and stretch, or you can rely